Established in 1971, Providence Canyon State Park, sometimes called Georgia's Little Grand Canyon, encompasses 1,109 acres and is located in Stewart County, a little over 2 hours southwest of Atlanta. The canyon began forming in the early 1800s due to poor soil management and farming practices. Local farmers clear-cut the area to grow cotton and other cash crops. Without vegetation to anchor the soil, it became more susceptible to erosion, which led to the formation of small gullies, which over time became larger and more extensive.
Braided channels are made of multiple active threads within a broad, low sinuosity, high flow channel. A series of shallow, wide, low flow channel strands that branch, diverge, and converge again form a distinctive braided pattern within the banks of a typical braided channel. The sediment bars that divide the flow into multiple strands are called braid bars. Braided channels generally are quite dynamic, and individual strands shift positions within the main channel, sometimes on a daily basis, as ephemeral patterns of deposition and erosion shift the sediment that makes up the braid bars. Erodible banks in a sediment load that exceeds the stream's carrying capacity favor formation of braided channels because these factors force the stream to flow around its own sediment at low flow. High slope, frequent variations in discharge, lack of bank stabilizing vegetation, and a high load of coarse sediment promote the development of braided channels. Braided channels are commonly found downstream of glaciers and at mountain fronts with high sediment loads and steep channels.
Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry.
The plumleaf azalea, found only in southwestern Georgia and eastern Alabama, blooms in Providence Canyon from mid to late summer, and the largest known wild colony of this species. Upon our mid-April visit to Providence Canyon, we were greeted by azaleas which were already in bloom. This premature blooming is evidence of a warming climate in Georgia. Due to high visitation, paired with Georgia's subtropical humid climate, the canyon has continued to erode. Intense rainfall has eroded areas as much as 6 feet in one night. As a preventative measure, pine trees and kudzu were planted to stabilize surrounding soil and canyon walls to prevent further erosion and mass wasting.
Providence Canyon, which lies in the coastal plain region of Georgia, has been carved from unconsolidated sediments deposited by water in ancient streams, seas, deltas, and coastal beaches between 59 and 74 million years ago. Geologists separate the sediments forming the canyon into 4 major geologic formations: Baker Hill, Clayton, Providence, and Ripley.
Goes back to your childhood. You are obsessed with erosion.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Erosion Demolition, Inc. Give us the time and we'll wear away anything you got.
Look, the water has worn a little canyon. See how deep it is? Landscapes all over the world are always changing. It's erosion.
The Providence Sand Formation is 119 feet thick. There are visible color distinctions between layers in the cross-bedded sands.
The upper layer of this formation consists of very fine sand mixed with a white clay called kaolin. The middle layer is coarser grained and more colorful, with crossbeds that are yellow due to the limonite and purple due to manganese. The lowest and oldest layer is a black and yellow mica-rich clay. The part of this formation is known as the Perote member and is visible near the bottom of the canyon.
Flattening hills, widening valleys, and deepening canyons. Erosion never stops. Never!
With the cleared vegetation for cash crops, water begins to move much faster, acting like a superhighway. The combination of no trees and collecting water breaks up the saprolite, resulting in massive amounts of erosion in those areas.
Colluvium is the unsorted, mobile, or potentially mobile hill-slip material that overlies a more stable substrate, including bedrock and consolidated sediments. It generally forms by weathering of underlying material and moves downslope as the result of processes that involve gravity-driven mass wasting.
If you're not a fan of crowds and backcountry hiking is your style, Providence Canyon has 7 miles of backcountry trails. These trails will lead you deep into the forests of southwest Georgia to view 6 of the 16 canyons in the park. This hike allows for the seclusion and privacy you can't get in the city to divulge your deepest secrets.
I am totally alone right now with only my thoughts. I love it. I'm loving it. I can literally say anything I want. No one is going to hear me. Wish I could have gone with Ryan on that cool retreat! Cheer us, plastic boobs! I have hemorrhoids!
Witnessing natural geology at its finest. So you can see the water cutting. Look at it separate.
This is most people with like animals, but this is us with like
We caught
natural
up to the
formation.
stream. We're gods ourselves right now.
I wonder if someone like accidentally just made that path.
Opened up a new
Crazy. I'm
channel.
walking, all of a sudden I see literally what we were looking for. Where the front
Where
of this
it's
water
going.
is. Dang. Now,
going
well,
so slow.
now it's traveling underwater or underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's
So,
going to be
all this
percolating
is
in.
going somewhere underground.
Let's stop there.
Does it pick up somewhere again? Or? No.
Providence Canyon is an epic, dynamic landscape that has been changed over millions of years due to oceanic and anthropogenic processes. These cycles and changes will surely continue over the next several million years.
What up, though? It's your nature guy, Snoop. Roll the tape.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, y'all doing?
Good.
Yes, keep going.
Contact.